Hi everyone. Now welcome to another video. All right, so now we have this question 8 STAAR Test Algebra 1 from the past question. Now we have the side length of the figure below are given in centimeters. So this length is 2x minus 3, okay, and the unit is centimeter. Same for other length. All right, so if the perimeter of this figure is 78 centimeters, what is the value of x? Now we are given the options, okay? So we want to calculate the value of x. Now to be able to calculate the value of x, now we need to understand that perimeter of a figure is the sum total of the side length bounded by the figure or the actual distance round the figure. All right, so that means that in this case, because we know that perimeter, okay, perimeter is the actual distance, okay, is the actual distance round a figure, okay, is the actual distance round a figure. So which means the sum of all the side lengths will be equals to 78. So we have the perimeter to be 78 centimeters. So by the time we add all of this together, we must get 78. That's when we know the value of x. Okay, and by the time we plug in the value of x, we must be able to get that when we add all the side length together, we must be able to get 78. All right, so we're going to add all the side length. So we have 2x minus 3 plus 2x minus 3, okay, plus 12, okay, then plus 2x, then plus x squared equals to 78, because it says what here, that if the perimeter of this figure is 78 centimeters, so now 2x, okay, plus 2x plus 2x, that will be 6x, okay, negative 3, that's we have negative 3 minus 3 plus 12, then plus x squared equals to what? 78. So we know that negative 3 minus 3, that will be what? That will be negative 6, then plus 12, then plus x squared equals to 78. So we know that negative 6 plus 12, that will be 6, is the same thing as 12 minus 6. All right, so we then have, let me bring this forward. So we have x squared, okay, plus 6x plus 6 equals to 78. Okay, now because this is a quadratic equation, so and to be able to solve this quadratic equation, then I'll have to move 78 from the right hand side to the left hand side. So this will be x squared plus 6x plus 6, negative 78 equals to 0. You know, when we move positive 78 from the right hand side to the left hand side, it becomes negative 78. All right, so this will be x squared plus 6x, okay, now plus 6 negative 78, that will be negative 72, and that's equals to 0. That's equals to 0. Now we have x squared plus 6x negative 72 equals to 0. Now, to be able to solve this quadratic equation, now it means we need to first find out what will be our product of roots. That's POR. What's our product of roots? Now, product of roots is when we multiply the leading coefficient, which is the coefficient of x squared, when we multiply by negative 72, and that will be when we have negative 1, no, 1 multiplied by negative 72, which is what? Negative 72. So we have the product of roots to be minus 72. Now, then what factors of minus 72? That when we add the factors together, that's two numbers now. Now when added together, we'll get the middle term. Okay, so now when we look at what we have here, we know that factors of 72, okay, that works here or that will work here, okay. Now let's say we have negative 72. we can have we can have we can have 12 multiplied by 6. 12 multiplied by negative 12 multiplied by 6. And also we can have negative 6 multiplied by 12. Now, we know that when we add plus 12, that's positive 12, and negative 6, when we add them together, we'll get the middle, we'll get the middle term. That's we'll get plus 6. So which means that the factors that will work here, that is the factors that will work here, that will become the sum of root. They are, so we have x squared plus 12x minus 6x, then minus 72 equals to 0. Okay, now we can pair this, okay, or we just bring out the common factor. So if I pair, we can say pairing, okay. So we have x squared plus 12x, okay. Now to pair this, we're going to have 6x positive 72 equals to 0. So we can now bring out the common factor. So this will be x into x plus 12, okay. Then negative, now what is common here will be what? 6. And we know that 6 multiplied by 12 is what? 72. So we factor out, we bring out the common factor, which is 6. And here we have x plus 12. X plus 12. And then we have that equals to 0. So we now have the two factors. The two factors. Now don't forget that the length, okay, the value of x. Now we are looking for the side length. We are looking for the value of x. So which means in this case, we now have x minus 6, x plus 12 equals to 0. So that x minus 6 will be equals to 0 and x plus 12 will be equals to what? 0. So x equals to 6, okay, or x equals to negative 12. So now in this case, now which one of these value, okay, they are asking us that what the question is, what is the value of x? Now the value of x will not be negative. It will always be what? Positive, because well, we want to what? We want to know what is the value of x, the side length. Because but if we plug in the negative 12, we're going to get a negative value. Okay, we're going to get a negative value, and the length is always positive. Okay, the length of a shape or the length of a line is what cannot be what? Negative. So the answer to this question will be what? H. Okay, which means H. Now the answer will be what? 6. Okay, so this is the answer to the question. Thank you. Now don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our content. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.